Alright. Oh, I didn't have the volume up. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm taking... Uh-oh. Alright, got it. Alright, time to feed these viewers here. Hello, viewers. Mornings. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work, health, and strength is good or excellent. Alright, what do I got for you? Okay, let's get this content out. Feed you viewers real quick. Okay, what do I got for you? Let's talk Batman for a minute. Yeah, you. Batman. Anyway, listen to this. New Batman game from Rocksteady in development. Report suggests chip off the old rock. And let's see here. What it says here. Rocksteady has a new Batman game in development. Right at the end of the lengthy report by Bloomberg detailing Warner Brothers' game position since the president David Haddad stood down after 12 years in the role, comes news Rocksteady is looking to return to Batman for a single-player game. And it says here, neither Rocksteady nor Warner Brothers have formally announced a Batman sequel, but it doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon. According to the report, new project is years away from landing, reflecting upon the disappointment of the fellow live service hopeful Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League and the inability for Harry Potter, Quidditch champion, to replicate the same success as the Hogwarts Legacy. It's thought Rocksteady will abandon the live service template, adapt for Suicide Squad, and instead refocus on its critical acclaimed and crucially single-player Batman series. And then it says WB Game Montreal, however, is reportedly helping out on other projects like Wonder Woman, the new action hero game. Warner Brothers felt compelled to clarify would not be a live service game. It is also alleged working on a pitch for a new Game of Thrones game. Warner Brothers also recently confirmed that Multiverse 5th season will be its last. In a post to players, the Multiverse team confirmed season 5 will end on the 30th of May, although the game will still be available offline for the foreseeable future. Well, what that means, you got to get the game now before they take it offline, get all the games with the DLCs and expansions before it's gone, you know. Alright, and that's the end of the article. So, alright, a new Batman game. Look, I've seen a comment where someone, an individual said, or a person said, Arkham Knight should have been a trilogy. There is that. So, me personally, I've always said, I mean, it's good that they're making a new Batman game, but I've always said that Arkham Asylum wasn't finished. I've always said Arkham City wasn't finished, and Arkham Origins wasn't finished. You know, I didn't think those games were done by any means, because there's some parts of the environment that you could improve on, like explore those areas that weren't explorable, if you get the point. You know, and like expand or even expand the environments of those games. Those games are not done by any stretch of the imagination, because there's a lot that could be done, you know. The same goes for Arkham City. The same goes for Origins too. You know, Origins, you know, I think it's under the GCPD police station, where you go underground. But if you go underground, there's like water's running through the sewers. You see the bats flying all over the place. So you're asking yourself, okay, where does that lead? Does it lead to the Bat Cave, or does it lead back to Blackgate? So just saying. So yeah, to me, Arkham Asylum, City, and Origins, they all need to be like Arkham Knight, where you can land on any building where you want to. You know, fly off any building in those 3 games and land anywhere you want to. You know, I think that's the update that those games need. You know, Arkham Knight, you know, like the person said, should have been a trilogy. You know, because the game is that good. But they're making a new one. They're making a new one now, and it's years away. I mean, they're in the dark, bringing it all together. Probably trying to figure out where do they pick up, where do they continue the story from. You know, do they continue from Arkham Asylum, City, or Arkham Knight? You know, so yeah. But those games, but Arkham Asylum, City, Origins, those games are not done by any stretch of the imagination when you really look at the game. You know, there's a lot of areas on those three games where the environments need to be more explorable. You know, so yeah, you know, for the article talks about Suicide Squad, but to me, the Suicide Squad, they should have used the character models. They should have used the Joker from the Arkham series. I don't know what they were thinking with this new Joker that they were having. Like some people said, he looks more woke, you know. But yeah, you know. But the game Suicide Squad is open world, and they try to make it a live service. I just think the character models were a little off, you know, and probably the story needs to be more worked on a little bit more, you know. But yeah. Gotham Knights, it looked like it's doing pretty good. You know, when that game came out, you know, people were giving it a bad rap, but that anger that they had towards the game, now that it has died down, the game has been getting updates, so yeah, it's doing pretty good right now. But those three though, Arkham Asylum, City, and Origins. The map needs to expand a little bit for Origins, and it needs to expand for Arkham City and Asylum. But good that they're making a new game though. But like they say, it's gonna be years away. Now where they pick up from? Where do they what part? It's gonna be interesting to see where they build a story off of. Are they gonna build it off Asylum, City, or Arkham Knight? You know, or Origin. So good news on their part. So yeah, a new Batman game is in the works. So that probably won't come out till the next gen of consoles. You know, not this generation, but next gen. Maybe a new Xbox, a new probably PlayStation 6. And yeah, you know, and all the new portable PCs, you know, and of course PC. So good for Rocksteady though, you know. I mean, every studio has their high moments and their low moments. Every studio has their high moments and their low moments. So how they recover remains to be, you know. Their next game will be looked at, you know, when it comes out, you know. And I'm sure people are going to try to compare it to Arkham Knight. They're going to try to compare it to Asylum, City, and Origins, you know. And they try to base their decision off that. So yeah, but good for them though. You know, that they're making a new game, you know. And speaking of superhero games, you know, I think it's NetherRealms. They're supposed to be working on a Marvel vs. DC. When news broke of that like a few years back, about 3 years or about 3 or 2 years back, they went dark about that game. So we'll see what they bring to the table. But right now, you know, when it comes to these superhero games, the environments they have to be open world. You know, they have to be open world. You know, so you can that'll make the game more enjoyable. That means you can see both sides of the, you know, of the superhero, you know, from land and from land and air, you know, how they maneuver, how they fly, maneuver, how they use their gadgets and stuff like that. So yeah, but good news for Rocksteady though, you know. I wouldn't even going at them like most people were. You know, I realized that, you know, games can be fixed. You know, just because just because the game didn't have the takeoff that it was supposed to have, it doesn't mean that the game is bad or it's a failure. It means that there's some more work to be done, and then you can use the first game to build the second game. So yeah, games. In today's gaming world, you need DLCs and expansion to build games. I mean, once you come out with the game, it's not a one and done. You got to keep adding expansions and DLCs to bring the game to where it needs to be. And because of the hardware that you're using now versus back then, because back like say PS3 days, Xbox 360 days, the hardware were limited, so the developers have to use what they have. But now with the hardware that they have now plus software, you can expand on those games. So it's not a one and done situation. You got to keep adding updates here, DLCs here, DLCs there, expansions here, expansions there, because there's more work to be done. So yeah, and that's what I saw with Batman Arkham Asylum, City, and Origins. That those games were they weren't done by any stretch of the imagination, and they weren't done. There could have been more expansions and DLCs, and they could have expanded the levels if they wanted to, and make the environments more open, like how they did with Arkham Knight, So yeah, those games are not done, man. So today's games, man, you need DLCs and expansions to build games. You do, you really do. But good news for Rocksteady, though. Good news for them, because they had their high moments, they hit a low, now they got to climb back up. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all. If you enjoyed it, nice talking to you people again. Chris, Star Wars, Star Trek, Fanatic, Borg, Dark Side. I'm gone. Peace.